So now we have to see meaning for shloka number 19. Trakshadina satkripa katakshate namah shivaya daksha sapta tantu nasha dakshate namah shivaya vriksharaja bhanupavakakshate namah shivaya rakshamam prapannamatra rakshate namah shivaya. The first line is Tryaksha Dina Satkripa Katakshate. He Tryaksha Namaha. Tryaksha, 3 Aksha. Aksha means eyes. 3 Aksha. Lord Parameshwara has got 3 eyes, 2 normal eyes, and then 1 Jnana Chakshuhu. That's why he's called as Tryaksha. Unto him I offer my namaskaras. Dina Satkripa Katakshate. Satkripa Kataksha. The one who smiles, who gives, who gratefully looks at Dinas. Dina means poor people, humble people. And Sat means, all the good people. The one who graciously looks at humble and righteous people. To him I offer my namaskaras. Dina Satkripa Kataksha Te Namah Shivaya. Second line is Daksha Sapta Tantu Nasha Dakshate. Daksha means Daksha Prajapati. Lord Parameshwara destroyed the yajna of Daksha Prajapati. Unto him I offer my namaskaras. I have previously told that in olden days there was a school of Hinduism in which people said only by doing karma I get phalam. There is no need for Bhagavan. I do karma. Karma means all the yagam, yajnam, sandhya vandanam, etc. I do karma, I get phalam. Why should there be a God? It is like touching a fire. I touch fire, I get hurt. So there is no need for God, right? Like that, there was a school, it is called as Mimamsa, Purva Mimamsa. That school is called as Purva Mimamsa. And Daksha was probably, one such person. He did huge yajna without inviting Parameshwara, without having bhakti, and Parameshwara destroyed the yajna. Meaning, Parameshwara showed Daksha that Bhagavan is important. Bhagavan is karma phala data. Bhagavan is the one who gives phalam when you do right. And Bhagavan is the one who gives, punishment when you do something wrong. And that is what here it is described as Daksha Saptadantu Nasha Dakshate. On to that Parameshwara I offer my namaskaras. The third line is Ruksharaja Bhanu Pavakakshate Namah Shivaya. The first line we call Parameshwara as Tryaksha, the 3-eyed one. This line says, what are the 3 eyes of Parameshwara? Ruksharaja Bhanu Pavaka. Ruksharaja moon, Bhanu sun, Pavaka fire. The 3 eyes of Parameshwara are sun, moon and the fire. The normal 2 eyes are sun and moon. The third eye is the fire eye. That is why when he opens the third eye, the fire comes out and it burns Manmatha, right? So Ruksharaja Bhanu Pavakakshate Namah Shivaya. This also means something very much important, something very important thing. What is that? We think that Parameshwara is like a human being. Whenever our field of view is limited, we have 2 eyes, our field of view is limited. We can see probably only to certain distance. Beyond that certain distance, we cannot see anything. And whatever that happens to our back, we cannot see anything. Normally what we think, even gods are like that. So whenever we do something wrong, people will close the doors of their puja room thinking that when the puja room is closed, Bhagavan is not seeing whatever thing that is being done wrong. Or whenever we done, all those illegal activities, we think that, okay, Parameshwara is not even seeing this activity, I am not doing in front of him. No. What are Parameshwara's eyes? Parameshwara's eyes are the sun, the moon and the fire. Whatever we do only in the presence of all those three things, right? Either sun is there or moon is there or fire is there in the form of electricity. In olden days, fire is there. Fire was the light source. Now fire is present in the form of electricity. So whatever we do, we will be doing in the presence of either of the three things. And, we cannot escape Parameshwara's eyes. That's what here it's being referred to as Ruksharaja Bhanu Pavakaksha. Unto that Parameshwara, I offer my namaskaras. Fourth line, Rakshamam Prapanna Matra Rakshate. Adi Shankara is asking, Rakshamam, Mam Raksha, please protect me. Who is he? Prapanna Matra Rakshate. He is the one who protects those people who seek refuge unto him. I do Sharanagati, please protect me. He Parameshwara, He Namah Shivaya, unto you I offer my namaskaras. Moving to shloka number 20. Nyankupanaye Shivankaraaya te Namah Shivaya, Shankatabhitirna Kinkaraya te Namah Shivaya, Kankabhishita Bhayankaraya te Namah Shivaya, Pankajananaya Shankaraya te Namah Shivaya, Nyankupanaye Shivankaraya. Let's take Shivankaraya first. Shivam Kara. Shivam means Mangalam. Sham means Mangalam. The name Shiva itself means auspiciousness. Parameshwara is called as Shankara because Sham Karoti iti Shankara, the one who causes auspiciousness to the entire world. His name is Shankara. And Shivankara also means the same thing. Shivam Mangalam. Shivam Karoti iti Shivankara. Shivankara Namah Shivaya. The one who makes auspicious, who is ever auspicious, who does only auspicious things to the devotees. To you I offer my namaskara. Then what is Nyankupanaye? When we see Parameshwara has got 4 hands. On one of the hands, he will be having a deer. D-E-E-R, an antelope. Nyankupanaye, Pani means hand. Nyankupanaye, the one who has got deer in his hand, to him I offer my namaskaras. Deer represents manas, mind. Just like how mind can travel in very much speed, with a lot of speed, and mind can change the direction of the thinking. Deer can also run very fast. Deer can also change its direction very easily. So deer represents manas tattvam. Why is Parameshwara having deer in his hand? Means that he is having his manas under his control. He is with yoga abhyasa, he has brought down his mind under control. To him I offer my namaskaras. The second line, Sankatabhi Tirna Kinkarayate Namah Shivaya. Kinkara means servants. Sankatabhi Tirna Kinkarayate. Parameshwara helps his servants to cross the ocean of samsara. Sankata Abhi. Abhi means ocean. Sankata, hardship. Tirna means to cross over. So Parameshwara helps all his devotees to cross over the ocean of obstacles, to cross over the ocean of samsara. To him I offer my namaskaras. Third line, Kanka Bhishita Bhayankarayate Namah Shivaya. Bhayankara, destroyer. Kanka Bhishita Bhayankar. Bhi means fear. Kanka Bhishita, fear of death. Just like how he saved Markandeya from death, in the same way, he will be saving all his devotees from the fear of death. Kanka Bhishita Bhayankarayate Namah Shivaya. There is a very famous shloka which we are supposed to chant after our puja every day. Anayasena maranam vina dainyena jivanam vehime kripaya shambho swai bhakti achanchala. Anayasena maranam. Everybody will die one day, but I should not suffer when I am dying. Anayasena maranam. That is the marana bhayam, right? It is the fear of death. The death is not the problem, but the fear of death is the problem. Parameshwara removes the fear of death from his devotees. That's what the famous Mrityunjaya mantra says. Vyambakam yajamahe sughantim pushtivardhanam urvarugam iva bandhanat mrityor mukshiyam amritat. In Mrityunjaya mantra, the devotee is not asking to win over Mrityu. The devotee is not saying, please stop me from dying. No, he is not saying. What does he say? Just like how the fruit of cucumber creeper falls on its own after it has become ripened. In the same way, I should also depart from the samsara with my own will. I don't like to be forced. I don't like death to be forced until me, but I get maturity to embrace the death. That is the real meaning of the Mrityunjaya mantra. Because Parameshwara is the one who can give that. To him, I offer my namaskarat. Fourth line. Pankajananaya Shankarayate Namah Shivaya. Anana means face. Pankaja, lotus. Pankajanana, the one whose face is like lotus. Parameshwara's face is so beautiful like a lotus. Pankajanana, to him I offer my namaskarat. And Shankaraya. Shankara, I have previously said, Shambhu Karaha Shankaraha. Or Sham Karaha, Sham Karotiti Shankaraha. The one who is ever auspicious, who only does Mangalam to his devotees. To him I offer my namaskarat. Shloka number 21. Karma Pasha Nasha Neelakanthate Namah Shivaya. Sharmadaya Varya Bhasma Kanthate Namah Shivaya. Nirmamarshi Sevitopa Kanthate Namah Shivaya. Kurmahena Tirna Madvikunthate Namah Shivaya. Karma Pasha Nasha Neelakanthate Namah Shivaya. Neelakantha. Neelakantha, the one who has got blue color in his throat. Parameshwara, out of compassion, drank the entire hala visham. And he stopped that visham in his throat because the entire universe is present in his stomach. So if the visham is outside, all the devas will die. If the visham goes inside, all the universe will go away. So that's why he stopped the visham. Visham means poison. That's why he stopped the poison in his throat. And that's why he has got this name Neelakantha. What type of Neelakantha he is? Karma Pasha Nasha. Nasha, destroy. What is he destroying? Karma Pasha. The clutches of karma. Pasha literally means rope. The one which can be used to bind things. Pasha. Karma Pasha. Bhagavan is binding us through karmas. Because we have karmas, we are taking janma. Because we are taking janma, we are accruing more and more karma. This is also like an infinite cycle. I have janma, hence I do karma. I do karma, hence I have next janma. And Parameshwara is the only one who can save us from the karma pasha. And that's why he is called as Karma Pasha Nasha. Secondly, Sharmadaya Varya Bhasma Kantate Namah Shivaya. He also has got Bhasma, Vibhuti in his Kantha, Vibhuti in his entire body and his Kantha. To him I offer my namaskarat. Third line, Nirmamarshi Sevitopa Kanthate Namah Shivaya. He is worshipped by Sevitopa. He is served by Nirmamarshi. He is served by rishis. What type of rishis they are? They are rishis without any ego. Nirmama. Mama means always thinking of your own self. Nirmama, selflessly. The one who does not have any egos. the one who is worshipped by those rishis, to him I offer my namaskaras. Kurmahe natir namadvi kunthate namah shivaya. Kurmahe, I offer my prostration. To whom? Who removes all the shokas. Kuntha means papas. Vikuntha, the one who removes all the papas and shoka. To him I offer my namaskaras. Sloka number 22. Vishtapadhipaya namra vishnave namah shivaya. Shishta vipra hridguha charishnave namah shivaya. Ishtavastu nitya tushta jishnave namah shivaya. Kashtanashanaya loka jishnave namah shivaya. Vishtapadhipaya namra vishnave namah shivaya. Vishtapa adhipaya. Adhipa, adhipati means Lord. He is the Lord of entire universe. Vishtapadhipaya namah shivaya. And Namra Vishnave, the one who is worshipped by Mahavishnu. You know, there are certain times where Mahavishnu worships Parameshwara. There are certain times where Shiva worships Mahavishnu. Where are the times where Mahavishnu worships Parameshwara? Mahavishnu and Ramavatara worships Parameshwara and Rameshwaram. And Mahavishnu worships Parameshwara and gets his Sudarshana Chakra. You know, how did Mahavishnu get Sudarshana Chakra? He worshipped Parameshwara and he got Sudarshana Chakra. In the temple, in the town of Tiruvarur, Tyagaraja, Mahavishnu has worshipped the Tyagaraja Murti. So Mahavishnu has worshipped Parameshwara in Tiruvarur. There is a famous Sahasranama called as Mukunda Sahasranama. There are two Sahasranamas which is very, very unique to Tiruvarur. One is Mukunda Sahasranama and the next is Muchukunda Sahasranama. Mukunda Sahasranama is the Sahasranama that's been recited by Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu is called as Mukunda. And Muchukunda Sahasranama is the Sahasranama that's been recited by Muchukunda Chakravarti. In Tiruvarur, the Tyagaraja has been worshipped by those two people, Muchukunda and Mukunda. So there, Mukunda, Mahavishnu has worshipped Parameshwara. Where has Parameshwara worshipped Mahavishnu? You know, we have this famous mantra, Sri Rama Rama Rameti, Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasranama Tattulyam, Ramanama Varanane. When Parvati asked Parameshwara, okay, chanting the 1,000 names of Mahavishnu is so difficult. Can you please tell me a simple way? Parameshwara says, if you don't have time to chant all the Sahasranama, just say Rama Rama Rama. Only by, just by telling Rama Rama Rama, the entire, the punyam obtained by chanting the entire Sahasranama can be obtained. Where Parameshwara worships Mahavishnu. And there are, several places where even Parameshwara has worshipped Mahavishnu. There is a very famous shloka, Shivascha Hridayam Vishnuhu, Vishnuscha Hridayam Shivaha. Parameshwara's heart, Shivascha Hridayam Vishnuhu. Parameshwara's heart will always be with Mahavishnu. And Mahavishnu's heart will always be with Parameshwara. And it is only the devotees we fight. Okay, my Parameshwara is the greatest, my Mahavishnu is the greatest. And both Parameshwara and Mahavishnu have declared that whoever abuses the other are not my devotee. If you take all the Puranas, Parameshwara and Mahavishnu have said that when somebody, abuses Parameshwara, Mahavishnu says, when somebody abuses Parameshwara, he is not my true devotee. And Parameshwara also has said, when somebody abuses Mahavishnu, he is not my true devotee. So that's what we have to keep in our head. When it says Namra Vishnave, it means that it does not mean, Parameshwara is the greatest and Mahavishnu serves Parameshwara. No. It is only the Leela. It's only the Leela of Parameshwara and Mahavishnu that they worship each other. Ishtapadhipaya Namra Vishnave Namah Shivaya. Shishta Vipra Krit Guha Charishnave Namah Shivaya. Our heart is called as Guha. It is a technical name for our heart. Guha Charishnave. The one who is present in the heart of who? Shishta Vipra Krit Guha Charishnave. The one who is always present in the heart of his devotees. Shishta Vipra Srit. Sriti means heart. Srit Guha is space within the heart. To him I offer my namaskara. Ishtavastu Nitya Tushta Jishnave Namah Shivaya. Nitya Jishnave. Jishnu means victorious. Nitya Jishnave, the one who is ever victorious. And he is also Ishtavastu Nitya Tushta Jishnave. There is nothing in this universe that Parameshwara wants. That's why, he does not even wear gold, any abharanas. He is present in the either in the mountain Kailasha where nobody can go, or in the Smashana, cremation ground, where people are afraid to go. He does not wear all the abharanas. He is wearing Naga. Naga means he is wearing snakes as his abharanas. So Parameshwara is very, very, Virakta. Virakta means he does not need anything in this universe. That's what here it is said as Ishtavastu Nitya Tushta Jishnave Namah Shivaya. And the fourth line, Kashtanashanaya Loka Jishnave Namah Shivaya. Loka Jishnave, the one who has won the entire world, the conqueror of worlds. To him I offer my namaskaras. And he is also Kashtanashana. He is also Nashana, destroy. He destroys the Kashta. Kashta means hardship. The one who destroys the hardships of the devotees. To him I offer my namaskara. So this is shloka number 22. Let's see shloka number 23. Aprameya divya suprabhavate namah shivaya satprapanna rakshana swabhavate namah shivaya swaprakasha nistulanubhavate namah shivaya vipradhimba darshitadri bhavate namah shivaya. Aprameya divya suprabhavate namah shivaya. Aprameya, unmeasurable, immeasurable. Ma, to measure. Ma means measure. In Tamil we say Veppamani for thermometer. Veppam, temperature. Veppamani, the one with which temperature can be measured. Veppamani. So Ma means temperature. Aprameya, meya means measured, measurable. Aprameya, immeasurable. Aprameya divya suprabhavate namah shivaya. The prabhava, the valor of Parameshwara can never be measured. To him I offer my namaskaras. Satprapanna rakshana swabhavate namah shivaya. Swabhava, nature. What is the nature of Parameshwara? His nature is to rakshana. His nature is to protect. Protect who? Protect satprapanna. Protect the devotees who have got sattva guna. So the one whose nature is to protect the devotees who have got sattva guna, to him I offer my namaskaras. Thirdly, Swaprakasha Nistulanu Bhavate Namah Shivaya. Swaprakasha is a technical term for self-luminous. Whatever prakasha that we see, the object, the prakasha does not, it's not the intrinsic quality of the object. Because whatever light we see, it's only reflected light. And, the light bulb or the fire, they don't have light of their own. They also convert energy into light, right? But Parameshwara is Swaprakasha. He does not need anything other to illumine him. He is self-illuminous. To him, I offer my namaskaras. Vipradimba darshitadri bhavate namah shivaya. The one who has shown extreme compassion. Extreme compassion to who? To the Vipra. Vipra means Brahmana, the Markandeya Maharshi. To Markandeya Maharshi, he has shown extreme compassion so that Markandeya has won over the death. To him, I offer my namaskara. With this, we will end here. In the next class, we will finish 24, 25, 26 and 27 because I really wanted to finish